All right, welcome back to the workshop. We're going to work on a CNC project today. We're going to try to capture it anyways over the next couple of days probably, but it's going to be by far the biggest one I've got. We did a couple modifications here on the table. We added some plexiglass actually here to build us a good square 0 point on this thing, and we're going to go ahead and build this is basically a 3 foot by 3 foot design. And we're just going to leave you a little bit of suspense, and you'll see it when it gets done. If it works, then we'll know what happened. We'll go ahead. First thing I did is I had a piece of particle board laying around to carve something with, and the top half of that I did not paint, but we spray painted it with some yellow. And now we're going to go ahead and mask it off so that we're going to have several different colors on this, so we'll have to mask it off and do some painting and masking and see if we can go through all the steps so we can show you how it turns out. And I'm going to see if I can learn how to do all this. So that's what we're working on. We'll try to just catch some highlights, and this will kind of come together, we hope. So stand by. We'll be right back with an update. Okay, we start the color. We'll see what it comes up to. Okay, we're back in a flash now. We are going to say that the first stage of this is done. What we've got to do now is come in here and we'll peel all this out that's inside here so that we can paint it, because this has got to be a different color, and sometimes this stuff sticks pretty good, but what we're going to do is just go through and peel it all out. So we'll go ahead and do that and give it a quick shot of paint, show you what that is. We'll go to the next step. Okay, we've now got that all peeled back to where we need it, and we are going to go ahead and paint that, and then we'll have to let it sit for a little while, but to dry, and we'll have to mask it back off again when we're done. But this gets a little bit of green paint off. Almost blends right back in with my film, but this will have to dry, and then I'll put another layer of film over it again because I don't want it to be bleeding back out, but I don't want the paint to stick to it, so we'll have to cover it back up. So that's all it takes on that color. We'll let her dry and then mask over it. So we'll be back when it dries. A little noisy in here, but we're going to try to show you. We did not get this mask off yet. We're letting it dry the rest of the way, but we're going to go ahead and cut in the border, and a little bit of the writing that's not going to interfere with it, and that's going to give us the outline of what we're doing. So I think that's going to work. Okay, we've carved it out, and we're going to go ahead and start painting in that parts that need to be painted, and then we'll be able to let that dry a little while and finish pulling all this masking off, and we'll see how she looks. I'm hoping it'll do good. We'll tell in a little bit. We'll check back with you after we get her painted up and start peeling her loose. Okay, looks like we've got it pretty well painted up, so it is in the drying stage. We'll give her just a little while to dry before we try to peel all this off. And then we're still going to go ahead and try to cut this down a little bit after I get done to square it up a little bit around there. We can do that all on table saw, I believe. So we'll go ahead and paint it up, and then we'll do that part of it and paint around the edge of that also. That's why we wanted to go ahead and cut it afterwards, because we need to paint it up, make it right. So we'll go with it for now. Okay, next thing we did is run her through the saw, got her trimmed up the way she's supposed to be, and we've gone ahead and painted all our edges because those will be showing a little bit. Put a second coat on the rest of it. We're getting close. We'll go ahead and let all this dry one more time, enough to where we can go ahead and start peeling the backing off, or the covering off. We'll see what she really starts looking like then. So we'll give it just a little bit of time. We'll peel her loose. And just like that, I'm back. We're going to see if we can show you what this looks like as it's finished off. I did do one thing I don't know, I kind of like. If you're looking at this, the black in here actually still has the stickers on that, the overlay, and I'm kind of wondering, with it as big as it is, I'll show you I'll try to put a picture of the original one that I did smaller scale on here. Didn't need those black. I don't know whether to keep them on there or take them off. It almost kind of adds to it. We're going to find out, and then we'll see. Maybe should have pulled those out and painted them along with the other black, but I don't know. We'll ask the person that's going to keep this thing whether they want that all yellow or not. So other than that, that's really about all I have on that project. I think it's going to look all right. We'll go ahead and see what the end result may be. May take them out, may leave them in there. We'll check with the customer and go from there. Appreciate you checking out my video. I hope it was kind of a fun project for you. It was for me. And we'll work on another one, I'm sure, in the very near future. And if you wouldn't mind hitting that like and the subscribe button so you don't miss future projects, I always appreciate that too. So have a good day, and we'll check with you on the next project.